I'll never forget the first time I saw the message. It wasn't meant for me. At least, that's what I told myself. But there it was, glowing on her phone as it rested on the kitchen counter while she went to grab a glass of water. A simple, casual notification. Can't wait to see you tonight. My stomach sank. I stared at it like my eyes could somehow erase it. I didn't touch her phone. I didn't call her out. I didn't scream. I just froze. For days, I stayed silent. I told myself I was imagining things, that my mind was exaggerating, that maybe it was nothing. But the doubt had taken root, like a shadow curling around every moment we spent together. I began noticing little things. Her laughter that felt too forced, the subtle tension when I hugged her, the way she guarded her phone like it had become a part of her body. She started coming home later from work events, claiming traffic or last-minute meetings. I never asked too much, but I noticed a pattern. Missed calls, muted notifications, whispered phone conversations ending abruptly when I entered the room. At first, I blamed myself. Was I too clingy? Too distant? But deep down, a voice I tried to silence whispered truth I didn't want to face. One evening, I stayed up pretending to sleep. I heard her in the bathroom. Phone pressed her ear. She whispered, barely audible, "I can't stop thinking about you either." My chest tightened. I wanted to bolt, to confront, to demand an explanation, but I stayed frozen under the covers, tears threatening to spill. That whisper shattered everything. Every shared memory, every quiet Sunday morning, every laugh now felt like a lie. I started piecing things together quietly. Little details I had brushed off before became evidence of a life she was keeping from me. Lipstick stains on collars, a scent of perfume that wasn't mine, deleted messages leaving ghostly blanks on her screen. Every discovery felt like a punch I wasn't ready to take. I wanted to scream, but I stayed silent, numb, as if saying something would make it real. When I finally confronted her, it wasn't shouting match. I didn't demand answers. I just asked, voice trembling, "Who is he?" She looked at me like I had just asked her to explain the sky. And then the words came, slow, halting, almost rehearsed. Confessions of stolen nights, text exchange in hidden hours, excuses she had perfected. She cried, she apologized, she begged. But the betrayal had already woven itself into the fabric of our life. I remember the small things most. The way she once held my hand during a thunderstorm and whispered promises she never meant to keep. The way we laughed at inside jokes that now felt hollow. I replayed every memory, trying to separate truth from illusion. The heartbreak wasn't loud or explosive. It was a quiet, corrosive ache that hollowed me out from the inside. And yet, amidst all the pain, there was clarity. I realized I couldn't control her actions, and I couldn't force forgiveness I didn't feel. My love for her, the part of me that still wanted us to work, was tangled with anger and disappointment. I decided I needed to reclaim myself first. I had stayed silent to avoid conflict, but now I understood that silence could also be strength. The final moment came late one night. She tried to reach for me, eyes pleading, whispering, "Please, don't leave me." I didn't flinch, though my heart ached. I simply held her gaze and whispered back, "I have to leave for myself. I loved you, but I cannot stay here living a lie." Walking away wasn't cinematic. There were no dramatic doors slammed, no loud arguments echoing down empty halls. Just a quiet exit, a slow reclaiming of my own dignity. And in that silence, I finally felt a strange, bittersweet relief, a chance to heal, to breathe, to remember that my life, my worth, was not defined by someone else's betrayal. Even now, months later, the memory of that whisper haunts me, but it doesn't break me. I learned that love could be profound, painful, and treacherous all at once. But survival, self-respect, and quiet strength are the truths that last when the lies fall away.